Hey, what's up everybody, Mike back with another video, and today we're going to take a look at another Android TV box. Now this one over here that's in my hand right now, it's a little bit on the higher end of the price scale. This is available on Amazon at the moment in the UK site for £100, so around 130, 135 US dollars. This box comes with a wireless controller with a touch screen, so you know, you can do all of that good stuff. Now I'm not entirely sure if it's got a voice command on the wireless controller. If it does, that'll be a great little blessing. Now as for peripherals and the interface of the device, let's take a look at that. It's got an RJ45 jack, so you can connect it to the internet via your router or something. It's got a slot for a micro SD card. It can take an SD 3.0 Emmc version 4.4.1. It also has USB 2.0 ports, no USB 3.0 ports, which is a little bit of an annoyance, but it doesn't really affect your entertainment viewing pleasure. Inside the box we find 1xK12 Android TV box. We find the wireless controller, one HDMI cable, and 1x5 volt power supply, along with one instruction manual. There you go. Running on Android 6.0 Marshmallow, the box isn't exactly current gen, but it's pretty damn good for this marketplace that we're in at the moment, seeing a lot of Android TV boxes still on Marshmallow and below. With that said, the box does support dual band Wi-Fi, so you can get access to the 2.4 GHz and the 4 GHz networks. Again, this is really important if you're not connecting it hardwired. The GPU inside this Android TV box is an ARM Mali-T820MP3, which is again clocked at 750 MHz. The box itself can handle playback of video at 4K at 60 FPS, so not bad. Again, 1080p video should look stunning. So let's get this box set up and we'll see how well this thing performs. Now this is not important really, but this is just something I like to check. A good boot time is a nice little thing to have, considering how often these things do crash. Now this box didn't have a fantastic boot time. It had a good solid boot time of about 25 seconds, which to be fair is pretty respectable. Now one of the first things I like to check is to see if the Miracast does work, and I'm happy to report not a single problem with connecting to my LG smartphone. Gallery works, my Gmail, everything absolutely perfect, and it even streams the YouTube app pretty well. Now the device does have 16 gigs of internal storage, 6 of that is used by apps and the actual OS, so which leaves you 10 gigabytes of storage. Now as you would expect, that box doesn't actually come with any form of Kodi, so go onto the Google Play Store, download Kodi 17.3 I believe, and download whatever build that you want. This is a build that I've been using. I'll hit you up with a link in the video description. It's really good. It's got all the classics and the bad apps or the good apps, whichever way you want to look at it. It's got everything from your Exodus, it's got all your movie apps, it's got all your kid-friendly apps and all of that good stuff. So yeah, do that first and we'll take a look at some video playback at 1080p, 4K and just standard 720p. So playing files directly on Exodus and other Kodi apps or companion apps, I was able to play a mixture of 1080p video files, 4K video files, and while you're streaming over Wi-Fi, let's face it, 720p or even 480p sometimes is probably the best you're going to get over 2.4 GHz on the wireless network. Over 5G I was able to play 1080p files with a little bit of buffering, so again not a problem. Here you can see that 4K clip. Yes, it's not buttery smooth at 60 FPS like I expected, but it's not far off. It's not actually that bad. Now as for files played off the flash drive, again, I had absolutely no problem at 4K. It actually played a little bit better, if not almost perfect. 1080p files were spot on. Now as for normal streaming apps such as YouTube, as you're watching on the screen, at full screen, on a 26-inch TV I want to say, the picture looks absolutely spot on. Now the video that you're watching was uploaded at 1080p and it absolutely plays perfectly, even over the wireless connection. I haven't got this box plugged in via Ethernet, so 5G Wi-Fi plays absolutely spot on. Now other streaming services like what you're watching on the screen, I've downloaded and installed BBC iPlayer. You would download probably Netflix, Now TV or something like that. Again, the streaming and the speed of running this app with a few other apps still open. Now I know I've got the browser still open, I've got Google Play Store still open, and I've probably got YouTube still open, and I'm running the BBC, what I forgot, I've gone blank, brain fart. It works absolutely fine. So, you know, as you skip ahead through the video, not a problem. The Wi-Fi keeps up again, and the clarity of the video looks superb. Not a problem at all. So the previous Android TV box that we checked out on the channel, the Gugu S912X box that we tested. By the way, I'll hit you up with a link in the video description if you want to go check that box out, or that video. Yeah. Well, this is a little bit of a surprise. The single core performance is not very good at all. If I'm honest, it's quite appalling, but the multi-thread score was actually not bad. It's pretty reasonable, and you know what, from me playing around with the box, I really don't think this box actually lags behind in performance or snappiness. It does actually work pretty damn well. Now here's an area where this box actually does really well. I've downloaded this game, I don't know what the hell it's called. I'm using a wireless controller. I tried using the wireless controller that came with the box, and to be fair, it was really good to use the touch screen to navigate around the actual operating system of the actual box, and even through Kodi. It was absolutely perfect for using on apps like Netflix, Kodi if you will, or anything like BBC iPlayer. It was absolutely perfect. It was great for browsing the web as well. By the way, it's very snappy as well while browsing the web. But gaming performance, playing this game, which is like, I think it was 700 and something odd megabyte file to download. I downloaded this over Wi-Fi, really damn quick considering it was over Wi-Fi, about 20 minutes, and the game actually runs really well. Impressive. So guys, my final thoughts. So this might be the bit where I tell you, go out, yeah, this is the best thing. No, it's not. It's a solid performing box, and it looks pretty damn cool. It's got this nice little wireless controller, and it comes with all the bells and whistles. It's pretty snappy, but I still think it's massively overpriced. For 50 quid more, you could go out and buy an Nvidia Shield. I probably would buy it if it was about another £20–30 cheaper. There you go. My name is Mike, this is Tech404. I'll see you next time. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even consider subscribing. I always forget to say that bit. Ta.